The Wilsons River is the lifeblood of Lismore. It shapes our past and sustains our future. Its waters connect people, culture and country, flowing from rainforest to river. But to keep it healthy, we must protect the land and the life that surround it. This is the heart of the Rainforest to River project. The Rainforest to River project is a collaborative project funded by the Australian government. It is bringing together 17 different partners from around our local area, from Landcare groups to First Nations organisations and local council, to restore our riverbanks. The project is working across 16 different sites to restore 42 hectares of critically endangered lowland subtropical rainforest. And we'll be doing this through both a culturally and a scientifically informed approach to ecological restoration, which means we're going to be removing weeds, we're going to be planting trees, we're going to be installing buffer strips along the edges of the riverbank to protect the river, to filter the flow that comes in over the land. There's going to be a range of different activities that people can come and be involved in, and we want you to come on down. We want you to come down and help us plant trees and to look after these sites.
The legacy of these projects, of working together with community and government, First Nations custodians, all coming together to restore rainforest to river. The legacy of this work, it's not just about the short-term 3-year project. This is about what we do now and where it lands in generations' time. Collaboration to me means sharing knowledge, sharing skills, sharing resources, but we're not just collaborating with each other. It's also about collaborating with the river itself and collaborating with the rainforests here themselves, and there's just so much to learn. This is such a dynamic environment. Riverbanks are so hard to restore, and it's not that we can just plant, set and forget. There are weeds that come up all the time, cheeky plants that don't belong here. So we need to continually practice custodianship and stewardship of these spaces. The Rainforest to River project will enable much needed follow-up work in sites like this that have already got overstory established, but it will also help us connect sites and continue to work together, but importantly bringing that much needed investment and energy and expertise to making sure that the sites that we've already got remain healthy and that we actually keep doing this work. There is so much work to do.
The Rainforest to River project dovetails in quite well with a few of Rouse's projects. Rouse actually extracts water at Howard's Grass, which is just upstream from where we are now. We've been working to improve riparian condition and doing lots of planting along riverbanks and working with landholders to improve the condition of their riverbanks. When Lismore Council came to us about this program in particular, it made a lot of sense to collaborate. The water supply is critically dependent on our river system because we do draw water from the river. Much of that catchment area in the past would have typically been populated by rainforest. Because the rainforest covered so much of the landscape, the rivers mostly ran clear. What we're trying to do now is restore at least some areas of rainforest, and that can only be beneficial to rivers in the long term. This project is interesting because its focus is on the urban rivers, so the urban areas of river. And I guess the interesting part about that is the urban areas of our river systems are the most frequented places by people. I think it makes sense to improve the condition of the banks and just the general localised health of those urban sections of river, because then people can come and enjoy them, stand among the trees, listen to the birds, see wildlife around. And then from that is a little bit of a snowball effect where if you can see what a healthy riparian zone looks like, then maybe you want to do that on your property.
By installing rich riparian areas, we are able to filter the water that's coming in across the land before it hits the creeks. And they provide places for us to grow together. You can come down on the banks and plant a tree with the kids, and if those kids keep coming down to the riverbanks, they'll grow up with those trees. They'll know those trees. These riverbanks provide really important places for us to connect to country, to see the river, to overcome, to heal, to reconnect with these beautiful places that sustain us and that are so critical for us, not only now, but for future generations.